Hello friends, here I am going to explain C program to check whether given number is even or odd. First we have to think what are the steps. The first thing is, if you want to check for any given number whether it is even or odd, first you have to accept that number from user. This is very much important. Means first step is to accept that number. We will say that number is n. Now when we say that given number is even or odd, we know that if a number is divisible by 2, then of course that number is always even number, and if it is not, then that will be the odd number. Okay, for example, let 2 is even number, because if we divide this 2 by 2, then we will get remainder 0, means of course the number is even number. If we are taking 13 number, then here 13 modulus 2 is not equal to 0, it is 1, means it is not divisible by 2. Means here we can say that this number is a odd number. The same logic we will apply here in this program. See, here first thing is we have to accept that number, okay, from user, say n. Now we have to check whether that n is divisible by 2 or not. If we want to check whether given number is divisible by any number, then in programming there is a modulus operator, because division operator will give us always quotient and modulus operator always gives us remainder. Means suppose I am writing like this, 3 modulus 2 and 3 divided by 2. Now what are the answers here? See, if you try to do this like 3 modulus 2, it will give us remainder. See, like this, 3 divided by 2 we are doing, 2 ones are 2, and here this remainder is the answer here always whenever we will try to do modulus. Okay, now here we will get answer 1, and when we try to divide the number by 2, then it will always give us quotient here. If the modulus is not equal to 0, then of course the number is odd number. See, suppose there is a number 14. Then of course we will get here answer 0, and if it is 14, then here we will get 7. Okay, now 14 modulus 2 equals to 0, means this number is a even number. The same logic we will apply over here while doing this program. Now see, we will check if n modulus 2, because here n is nothing but the number whatever accepted from user. Now n modulus 2 is equal to 0, then we can say that the number is even, otherwise the number is odd. That's it. Okay, now using this technique we will do the program. Now let us see the steps. First thing is we have to just write comment always. Comment is always important. Here we can write comment program for even odd. I am writing like this. Okay, now next, in C program we have to just include first stdio.h header file. That is always compulsory. Hash include stdio.h. Okay, if you are using that Turbo C compiler, then use that conio.h also. Okay. Now the next step is main function we have to write. Now here you can write int main or void main, anything. Now here we have to declare one variable, because see, I just want to accept that number from user. That number is nothing but integer variable, whole number I am going to accept, and that I will check for even or odd. That's why here we have to declare one integer variable like integer n. Getting? Now next thing is we have to first accept that number from user. That's why we will give message to the user like printf enter any number. Getting? Now we have to just use scanf statement to accept that number. Here printf will display the message whatever you have written here onto the output screen. After getting this message, user will enter that number that we have to just accept and store inside this n variable, and for that we have to use scanf. Now the number is integer, that's why we have to write here %d comma ampersand n. Here always compulsory, remember, inside scanf we have to use ampersand. Now after that we have to check whether that n is even or odd, and for that we have to use here compulsory if else. Getting? Whether you want to check for any condition, then in a programming we have to use decision making control statements. Here we have to use if else statement. How? See, first we have to use like this: if that n modulus 2 is equal to 0. Equal to is a comparison operator. Don't use here single equal to operator, that is assignment operator in programming. Getting? Now if n modulus 2 is equal to 0 means here we can say that definitely the number is even number. Just display that message like printf even. That's it. Else printf odd. That's it. This is just a program to check whether given number is even or odd. Now what we have done here, we have just declared first that number n, means n variable we have to declare. Okay, it is of type integer because whole number we are just going to accept from user. Then enter any number, this message will get displayed. We have to just accept that number from user with the help of scanf. Now whatever number entered by user will be fetched and will get stored inside n. Now whether that number is divisible by 2 or not, that we can check with the help of modulus operator. If remainder is 0 means if n modulus 2 is equal to 0 means here we are just dividing that number by 2 and we are just checking for remainder, because this modulus operator always gives us remainder. Now here if remainder is 0 then we can definitely say that it is a even number. That's why we can just display the message even. Else means if this condition is not true then control will automatically come here inside else block and will just display odd. Here you can display the given number is odd number, anything. Okay, getting? This is just a program to check whether given number is even or odd in C. Now let us see the implementation. First we will write comment. This is a single line comment style. Program to check whether given number is even or odd. Okay. Now we have to include header files here. stdio.h and conio.h. Then main function here int main. We can also write here void main. If we are writing int main then we have to return 0 value at the end. If we are writing void main means no need to return anything. Now here we will declare one integer variable n. Inside that we have to accept a number from user. For that first we will give message to the user, and for that we have to write printf statement. Here what message we want to just give to the user, that is enter any number, that we have to write inside this printf. How? Simple, enter any number in this way. Okay, now we have to accept that number with the help of scanf. Simple, %d because it is integer, comma ampersand n. In this way we can accept a number inside n variable. Now we will check here whether that number is even or odd. For that we have to use if statement. If n modulus 2. See, modulus 2 means we will check here whether remainder is 0 or not after dividing that number by 2. If it is 0 then we can say that it is even number, otherwise it is odd number. Simple. 0, then we have to just display the number is even, and for that we have to use again printf even number, and then else again put a brace. This is for block. Okay, this is not again compulsory, and this opening and closing curly brace is compulsory only if there are more than one statements. If it is only one statement then not compulsory, but it is always better to place that brace. Now printf odd number, that's it. Now get ch See, this getch is not compulsory for other compilers. Here we are using Turbo C. Here getch we will use for waiting purpose onto the output screen, because as the program execution completed, automatically the cursor will be shifted to the source screen. That's why we can't see the output, and to see the output we have to wait for some time onto the output screen, and for that we have written here getch. Means still user will enter any character till that program execution has not finished. That's why. Okay, and after that we have to just return a 0 value from this function, because here int is a return type, we have already mentioned. And now finally close. This is the program. Now after that we have to save this program using file save option. Here we can give any name, let even odd .c extension is compulsory. After that we have to compile this program using Alt F9. Here no any error, no warning. Now we have to just run the program. Run. Here enter any number. Suppose the number is 45. It is odd number. Yes, of course we are getting output here. Now again we will run the program. Now here suppose we are giving 66, then we will get even number. Yes, of course. That's it. Now in this way we can write a program to check whether given number is even or odd in C language using Turbo C compiler. Okay, that's it. Now in the next session we will see one more program in C language. Till that, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.